Hello there, welcome back to Field Study, an exploration of food and the landscape. So today we're out foraging in one of my favourite bits of the island. It's just outside my village where the road fell away in a landslip, and it's beautiful and overgrown, and at this time of year it's all lush and green, and yeah, it has its own little microclimate down here. But today I'm going to be introducing you to one of my favourite members of the cabbage family. It really is a versatile plant, and you can use lots of different bits of it for different reasons. So stay tuned for that. Look how lush and green them nettles look. Absolutely beautiful. They're just crying out to be picked. This is going to be a really good place to come later on in the season to pick nettles for cordage. As you can see, they've got nice, quite elongated stems where they're underneath the tree canopy here. So you get nice tall plants. And later on in the season, when it starts to go to flower, etc., they'll become nice and woody and really, really fibrous. So really good for making string. So yes, definitely a place that I'm going to be coming back a little bit later on in the season. Some of you actually expressed quite an interest in the cordage making that I was talking about when I was referencing burdock in last week's video. And I'll put some useful links in the description below for some community places where you can learn more about it. There's some fantastic people out there that sort of talk about making fabrics and cordage and stuff with wild and foraged ingredients and basketry and stuff like that. And yeah, they're good people to connect with. So I'll pop the links down to the Nettles for Textiles Facebook page down in the description below. Also, someone called ForagedFibres does an incredible amount of basketry with lots and lots of different wild plants and plants that she finds in her garden. She makes tiny weeny little baskets as well with little pebbles on them. Yeah, they're very pretty. So I'll put a link to her in the description below as well. So this is a plant that you'll see absolutely everywhere at the moment popping up, and you'll notice it because it's just starting to come into flower here in the UK. So this is Jack by the hedge, or garlic mustard some people call it, but I've always known it as Jack by the hedge. And it is a wild cabbage. It's a member of the Brassica family. We can tell that by its cruciform flowers, that little cluster of cruciform flowers on the top. Remember, cruciform means 4 petals in the shape of a cross. So it have cruciform flowers at the top, and it's got these sort of serrated shield-shaped leaves, almost like a heart shape at the back, you see? It smells cabbagey and a little bit like garlic. When it's gone to flower, there is sometimes a slight bitterness there. Some people really, really don't like this plant, and I don't know why. It is quite versatile. It's excellent when you cook it into things. And that's what I wanted to talk about today, is the versatility of the Brassica family. So there are lots and lots of plants in the Brassica family, Brassicaceae, and lots of them are really, really good edibles, and they've got really high nutritional value as well. And it's one of these things, in the UK especially, we spend lots and lots of money every single year on like cultivated brassicas, like kale and cabbage and stuff like that, when realistically it grows abundantly all around us. And you can get lots of different subtle variation in the flavour as well when you pick wild brassicas. So Jack by the hedge, like I just showed you there, is an excellent one for cooking into things. It has like a light garlicky sort of flavour going on in the background that's sort of reminiscent of, I think it's called textiles. It's an Ethiopian green that is used a lot in Ethiopian cooking. It's got a flavour that is reminiscent of that, and it grows on pretty much every single roadside in every park up and down Britain. So it's definitely one that you should have in your arsenal and go out picking, because it is very easy to add into almost anything. Right, tonight I'm going to add it into a polenta that we're making. So we're having stuffed peppers with like a wet polenta. And I'm just going to chop some of that up, wilt it down and put it in there. Lovely. And it's just a way of adding to the nutritional value of a meal for free, so you can look after yourself and not have to spend too much doing it, if you know what I mean. So let's carry on the walk, and I'm going to introduce you to one of my favourite wild cabbages. It really is a versatile beast. So this beautiful pinky lilac plant is the plant that I wanted to talk about today. Now this is another member of the cabbage family, the Brassica. This plant has actually got a really nice common name, which is Honesty, and it's said to only grow in the gardens of people of good character, reputable people. So if you know someone that's got honesty growing in their garden, then you know that you're in good company. They've got these lovely flowers that you can put on salads. Now we know this is a member of the cabbage family because it has them lovely cruciform flowers. So it's got 4 petals in the shape of a cross, and it grows in sort of like a cluster. You'll sort of recognise the same cluster formation from the cuckoo flower video that I did and the jack by the hedge that I've just showed you. The leaves are sort of serrated. They've got these teeth on the edge. They'll come out from the flower stalks as well. And yeah, it is just a beautiful plant. You can eat the leaves like a green, like a cabbage green. They're good in stews or chopped up and put into everything from omelettes to polenta to anything really. But the absolute best part about this plant, in my opinion, from an edibility point of view, is the seed pods. Now the seed pods are elliptical. Look at that, they're sort of thin and elliptical, and you can see the seeds on the inside of them. But these give the plant one of its other common names, which is the moonflower, because when these discs dry out, they go a lovely pale silvery colour and they look like the moon. In fact, they're quite popular in sort of like dried flower displays and stuff. But they are absolutely delicious. Now you can eat them like this. One of my favourite things is to sort of pickle them when they're at this stage. They're almost like a semi-spicy mange too. So yeah, they're an absolute delight in salads and stuff. They've got that lovely almost wasabi note. It's lovely and floral. It's a difficult one to describe, but it's semi-peppery. It's really floral, and it's a really lovely light flavour that sort of elevates any dish. So especially if you pickle it, if you do it with a nice like light white wine vinegar, absolutely lovely. So as this is a member of the Brassica family, it's cousins with mustard and stuff like that, all sorts of mustards. So what you can actually do is wait until the seed pods dry out a little bit later on in the summer, in a few months' time, and you can gather them, take the seeds out and crush them into a mustard using a little bit of vinegar again and making it into a paste. And that's an incredible way of preserving it for a longer season. So yeah, another really versatile member of the cabbage family that is good to forage for around about now. So remember to look out for them cruciform flowers that come in like a cluster at the top, and those really distinctive seed pods, and you shouldn't really go wrong. Hello, it's Future Joseph here. I've got back to Field Study HQ, and I just realised that the outro to the video didn't record. Apologies for that, but I hope you found something useful in that video. If you did, then hit the thumbs up button and hit subscribe for more foraging videos from this beautiful landscape. I will be back next Friday with another live foraging walk. Hopefully the weather will be better this week and we can get outside, but until then, have a great week and take care.